This video is sponsored by OneFootball. OneFootball app makes it easier to keep up to date with the transfer news, scores and stats in one place. To download the OneFootball app, click the link. So the player ratings are now here. Obviously you've seen Mark's fan cam, wasn't very happy. You've seen my quick thoughts, wasn't very happy, and the review is coming. Let's crack on with it straight away. I don't think many are going to score high here. Let's begin with Dubravka.
6.
Why?
He did a good job, he did okay, but there was nothing spectacular there for him. I actually think the defence probably let him down a little bit in the fact that, but even his passing out and that, it just wasn't up to where he normally was. He wasn't able to find. Basically, he was kicking out, was going straight back Liverpool. Liverpool coming straight back and attacking us there. So I think 6 at the minute.
I'll go Yedlin. I was going to say 4, but you convinced me because I just remembered that he actually got down that byline a couple of times as well for attack and threat, and we didn't really have many. But still think he had a poor game. I'm going to have to score him a 5 because I don't think many of the defence are going to score here. Now Fernandes will come back into that side.
I feel sorry for him because of the two that he's probably had next to him trying doing things. He's probably the only one that I've seen probably trying a little bit and trying to work hard there. So I can probably only give him I can't give him higher than Yedlin, but I can probably equal in, say, 5.
I'll do the captain, Jamal Lascelles. Quite similar. Not massive improvement from him going across the back line. I'm going to be generous and actually give him a 5. Paul Dummer was playing left centre back. Got tore to shreds, didn't he?
He did. I'm going to say 4 because he just didn't have a good game. And yeah, whether or not that penalty is debatable, he did do something where he didn't really need to and cost a penalty, and that was a second goal there. So I'll probably have to say 4. Not his best game.
Matt Ritchie was moved back to left wing back. I think first half he was trying to get up and get some crosses in. Second half though, Liverpool started having a lot of joy, in particular Trent Alexander-Arnold, and then Salah coming in. He struggled against that, and look, these are world-class players. It's not against our lads, they're just playing against quality. But 4 for Matt Ritchie. Thought he was pretty poor, but you can understand why. The 3 central midfielders, let's go with your man. You've been criticised by the lads on Facebook, Hayden.
I've got to give him a 6. He worked hard, he was winning free kicks, could have scored, yeah, in the second half, but fluffed it, just like we did in the first half. But whereas I still think he's got a lot of making up to do. Yeah, he wanted to be out of the club, he wanted to...
Still might go, yeah.
He still might go there. He got sent off, whether or not, yeah, some people agree he deliberately or not. Yeah, he got sent off against Cardiff. I think the last couple of performances there, he has shown a little bit of something, and he has put a little bit of work in there. Long way to go.
Oh, they're wrapping up. 6.
Yeah, 6.
Right, Mo Diarmi, I thought in the first half I said to you he's our man of the match because he was getting his foot in, but he dipped second half because Liverpool were just running around with. It was so difficult for him, so I'm going to score him a 6 because he had a good first half, dipped second half.
So first half I'd have probably given him a 7 or an 8.
Yeah.
Realistic.
Kennedy. Where was Kennedy?
3.
I thought it was shocking. Where was he?
He wasn't there. There was nothing there. Yeah, I'm going. Is he playing? When he went off, I was more surprised because I didn't know he was on the pitch. So yeah, when he got substituted, that was a big surprise to me.
And he's probably the outlet to try and get a bit of quality going forward, isn't he?
Not this season.
And who else? Yoshinori Mutu struggled. You know, I was delighted to see him personally in that number 10 because we know he's off for the Asian Games after the Man U game, but he didn't get on the ball enough, and we didn't see nothing. When he did have the ball, he didn't produce nothing. And look, as I said already, it's difficult against world-class opposition, but a 3 for Yoshinori Mutu. I thought he was really, really poor, really poor. Hostler was a surprise. Should have scored that header in the first half. But apart from that, look, it's difficult. It is difficult because he's playing against 4 defenders.
Yeah, well, I'll probably give him a 3 as well there. On par with probably Kennedy and Mutu.
Now going forward.
Then again, whether or not they actually had enough chances to go forward because they weren't really getting anything. But 3, it wasn't his best game.
Delighted to see Sean Langstaff make his debut. Didn't have a real input on the game because the game was dead. What was it, 2-0 or 3-0 by the time he came on? 4. 4-0, whatever it was. The game was dead. Whatever, the game was dead and buried and he couldn't really influence it, and it sounds harsh when I say I'm going to give him a 5 or a 6, but I would probably give it a non-applicable because the game was dead. I'm going to be nice to him.
I'd give him a 5 because it's neutral. It's
average.
It's in the middle. He did okay to be coming on for your big game in the Premiership at Anfield.
What a place to make it as well.
Exactly. When we're 3 or 4 or however many down we are, not getting the chance to probably have the ball, and he could have scored. So we've got to give him that he did have a chance.
Yeah, good shout when he's moving to the left, moving to the right, and we were like shoot, and it was saved by Alisson. So yeah, it's fair enough. Yeah, Jacob Murphy again. Is he non-applicable? You have to score him down the middle again.
Again, I'll probably knock him down a little bit and just say 4, because he did come on, but he didn't really do anything. At least Sean Longstaff did something. Yeah,
probably our best chance. Finally, Rafa Benitez. I thought very surprising that I'll begin with Rafa first. Very surprising the lineups. I can understand it. He's trying to rotate, but we haven't got the quality to rotate. We're going to have to play people who are knackered, because look at Rondon and Perez. People can point the finger and say they should be in that lineup, and I'll probably go along with that. And then Atsu's not even in the 18, who's been pretty decent. Jacob Murphy back from the cold off the bench, but first half done all right. Second half okay, but for me during the game, Rafa does not change the formation. Try and get something back. Slow. He's too stubborn. That's probably the word. And I'm going to score him a 4 out of 10. I thought he was pretty poor today.
I would probably say the same as well. I think, yeah, when it went to 2-0 there, that's the time where you go, do you know what? We're probably going to be on a hiding here, so let's try and do something. I'd rather actually try to do something and get something going, but to sit back and just watch where
suffer.
Exactly. To be honest, after that game, I think Rafa's in the West Ham because he just loves being punished. Because no, it was though. If you're going to come to Anfield and then you're 2-0 down, at least try and have a go there. Yeah. Did Rondon get on? No.
Yeah, we paid how much? 60 quid.
Exactly. Shaw, for me, that's the one, because we're playing Route 1 against Hoslu, who it isn't going to work. So either you bring on Shaw in your defence, probably instead of Dummer, who is being run ragged, see whether or not we can try and pass out, or you put Rondon on, who can at least try and hold it up. You never know, might have actually meant that we didn't concede as much.
Yeah, like I say, I will stick up for the lads and say, look, they're playing the league's best side. These lot 7 points clear now behind where they're running away with the league, and it does sound like we're being negative, but we're saying it from our side.
We can't blame the lads, we've got to blame that fact. Let's give a score to Mike Ashley. Fucking 0, greedy twat.
Let us know your ratings in the comments down there below. Bye bye.